Hey guys, Admirable here, and this is going to be game 2 of the Plague Quarter in Heroic with basic cards only. So in the second fight, his hero power is a 1-cost hero power that deals 3 damage to your leftmost minion. And he basically plays it every single turn. So something to keep in note is that he actually starts with a Void Caller in this game. Void Caller is a 4-mana, 3/4 minion for Warlocks that Death Rattle put a demon from your hand into play. So, because he's got that to start the game, we need to kill it. It's a lot of pressure to be taking 3 damage a turn or 3 damage every single turn from the start of the game. So you need to be able to combat that. So we've got a couple ways to do it. Since it's a demon, we actually can Sacrificial Pact it and restore 5 health. The other thing too, though, is that he's got cards like Dread Infernal and Doomguard in the deck. So Sacrificial Pact, while sometimes you will use it on turn 1, I would actually prefer to have something like Soulfire or Corruption to deal with it on turn 1, so that way you can Sacrificial Pact Dread Infernal or Sacrificial Pact a Doomguard, because both of those cards provide a lot of pressure against you, and it's hard to recover from those. Alternatively, should we be taking the damage, we have a couple of other ways to sweep it out. Hellfire is really important in this matchup. The board sweep is paramount importance because his deck is so quick. So when you combine Hellfire with Mortal Coil, you can take out the 3/4. And he's got so many small little guys that cards like Drain Life end up becoming valuable. And for more removal spells, effectively, we'll use cards like Bluegill Warrior and Wolf Rider, even just as charge minions, to help shore up the game. Shadow Bolt can take out the 3/4 as well. This is a card that is pretty good. And Dalaran Mage seems kind of unique. But the reason I put Dalaran Mage in here was not only because it survived one of the hits from the hero power, but also because it buffed up cards like Hellfire, and because it buffed up cards like Drain Life and Mortal Coil. And I think these cards are pretty important. And maybe we'll see them in the game as to why they're pretty important, but there's a chance that we won't. So then our normal suite of the best 4 drop minions that are for basic, Chillin' Yeti and Scented Shieldmaster. Darkscale Healer I think is pretty good, because it's serving kind of the same purpose as these guys. Like, these guys will be taking 3 damage from his hero power. Darkscale Healer helps soak up one of those attacks. Gurubashi Berserker, of course, very strong against the hero power. It's just going to keep getting bigger, and then we'll round out our curve at Boulder Fist Ogre. So if you guys check out gameplay number 2, I'll kind of show you what's going on. It's sort of weird that you get a chance to play with Sacrificial Pact and Corruption. These are cards that I've actually never played with outside of this swing of Nax. So something unique to note. So check out the gameplay, and we'll get right to it. Alright, so we'll be heading right in.
Heigan sent me a message telling me that he promises not to kill you if you don't play any cards against him.
Oh, it's actually a 0-cost hero power, by the way. So this activates every single turn, no matter what. I'm actually curious if you don't play any cards against him, if he'll kill you. That's something I'll have to try. I mean, what if he's legit? What if he's like, nah, if you're not gonna play any cards, I'm not gonna kill you. Who knows? So in this matchup, it's really important that you get your one of your removal spells in turn 1 to help sweep this guy out. So you basically mulligan everything if you don't have it. So all 3 of these cards are going to be hitting the bin. A pretty poor opening hand, but we're going to hope that we can get through it. Well, I'm going to Sacrificial Pact it, but I'm not happy about it. Actually, I'm not going to Sacrificial Pact it because I can stand to take a few points of damage. Duh.
Why do you go?
We can wait one more turn before we do this. Oh, that's an interesting draw. And now this will probably be happening. I'm curious if I should wait now. This is a very strong draw. I'm gonna wait one more turn because I can restore 10 health.
I'll get right on.
Ideally, I'd like this Soulfire to not discard one of these Sacrificial Pacts. So I feel like the extra Soulfire was really, or the extra life tap was really important. There's the Doomguard. So we get a Doomguard from the Sacrificial Pact. And the question is if we hold the second Sacrificial Pact or not. This is effectively an 8-life swing. But we have removal spells for this. I'm going to hold on to it for a second Doom Guard or a Dread Infernal, because I think we can easily recover the game state without it.
From the void I come.
I'm going to play the Chillin' Yeti, but it's a pretty poor play, all things considered. Soulfire discards a News, and Blood Imp. Blood Imp could be troublesome. Not a bad one. It sucks that we have to corruption this, but I think it's better than nothing.
Why do you call?
And if he has a demon to put into play, like a Dread Infernal, this ends up being perfect because we have our second Sacrificial Pact. So at this stage of the game, we've basically fully recovered. This is where he's just kind of out of stuff, and we end up pulling through. It's kind of unfortunate, actually. We'll Shadow Bolt this, and we use Wolf Rider to take out the Voidwalker. This guy will be 8 power. He's going to deal 8 more damage. Then we're going to have to life tap at some point. So we're on the ropes, but not the worst deal in the world. Oh, wow. And sometimes you just hit jackpot. So I'm not even sure I need a life tap. This is going to be 13 damage. Nope, I don't have to do anything. I'm going to life tap, but I don't have to. I'm just doing this because taking a riskier route at this point doesn't feel like it's much of a consequence.
I will blow your mind.
Okay, so to kill this guy off, we're actually going to use the Drain Life and the Mortal Coil. That's a little bit less flexible in damage, but I think it's better. Now we're going to protect this guy with Dalaran Mage after this turn.
From the void I come.
8 to 5, 6. So we'll kind of be ignoring that.
I am master of magic.
For the dome we go. So this is going to soak up the hero power, and it's going to soak up the attack from the Void Caller. And that looks like it should do it. So pretty easy fight overall. We managed to take it down on our very first attempt. And it's just one of those matchups where it's like your deck can be built so easily to defeat what he's doing because it's so predictable that you're going into it, that it makes cards like Sacrificial Pact and Corruption go up enormously in value. Whereas in a game versus a thinking opponent instead of the AI, cards like that go down tremendously in value because it's so easy to dodge around those cards. So something pretty important to consider when you're going into these fights is that AI is abusable. Very abusable. So don't overlook cards that are typically poor in thinking opponent play instead of AI play. So we're going to be heading into the third game versus Lotheb, where he's got 90 million health or whatever it is, and showing you the deck that I used to beat that. So check out the next video for the next game.